This moment changed Atlanta. As the original 110 stood, baking in the late morning sun on July 4th, 1970, no one imagined they'd be making history. They were just there to run a race.
None of us woke up that morning and said, this is going to be amazing. We woke up that morning and said, oh dear, it's really hot.
110 oddballs, 107 men and 3 women, doing what no one else did 50 years ago, running for fun, for competition, for community, for camaraderie.
Looking back, you call us pioneers. We were out doing something that was not considered businesslike. Dad did not like me out running around in what looked like my underwear until the running boom took off.
The AJC Peachtree Road Race, as it's now known, was the brainchild of Dr. Tim Singleton, a Georgia State professor moonlighting as a road race director at the fledgling all-volunteer Atlanta Track Club. He'd run a race on the 4th of July elsewhere in Georgia and knew he could do it better.
How did they know they could do better? Because they had been doing it better, or they'd been doing it, and they'd been learning as it went along.
I was very proud to be here, and there was no doubt in my mind that once I heard from Tim that this race was going to take place, that I was going to be a part of it.
When word of the Peachtree got out, no one knew how many would show up. Maybe a few dozen, but more than 100 did, coming from running communities across the Southeast to run 10 kilometers in the sticky, scorching summer heat and get laughed at by everyone who saw them run by.
Do these people think we're crazy? Or I'm sure they're wondering what's really going on, or if this is even in a manner of any kind of control.
The following year, the oddballs came back, and some of their friends did too. Even more came the year after that. By the end of the decade, it wasn't so weird to be running down Peachtree in short shorts. 25,000 people were doing it. As Singleton once said, you used to be crazy if you ran the Peachtree Road Race. Now, you're crazy if you don't.
And so you look at, as you say, the virtual doubling of the crowd during the first few years, and you think, what was it that was propelling that? Most of that was word of mouth.
That great race became the world's largest 10K, with people from all corners of the country and around the world coming to experience the thrill of Atlanta on the 4th of July. They come from all over, for fitness, for family, for Atlanta, for America.
Once you're involved in something over time, it just becomes a tradition, I guess.
It really matched the town. It understood the town, it loved the town, it celebrated the town, and still does.
From the AJC Peachtree Road Race, Running City USA was born. Over the course of the last 5 decades, Atlanta, Georgia has become a leader in running and walking through Atlanta Track Club's vision of a more active and healthy Atlanta.
Being open to letting anyone who's out there train for, change their life in so many ways, and then come up with a wonderful accomplishment is a life changer. And there aren't many people that get a chance to help others change their lives for the better. Peachtree does that.
The winners of that first race went on to be stars. Jeff Galloway went to the Olympics. Gail Barron won the Boston Marathon. But everyone in the original 110 who crossed that first finish line left an everlasting mark on Atlanta.